or listen live at newcountryloydminster.ca. Today's wagon races will also be posted on the CPCA Facebook page right after the night of racing tonight. Follow the CPCA on all of our social media channels. You'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter all season long for up-to-date running times during the races. I guess it's no longer Twitter. I guess it's X now, isn't it? Hey, I want to thank my friends at Provincial Vodka with a product smooth like no other vodka, and from the makers of Provincial Vodka, presenting Crush It Hard Iced Tea with all natural flavors to deliver a smooth summer taste like no other. Do what you love, drink what you love. Available now at your favorite liquor store, crush-it.com. I want to thank our friends at the Métis Nation of Saskatchewan for sponsoring the Turnback Barrier along the 2024 race season, and Kevin Walters Fencing. They sponsor the finish line. The new Lloydminster Nissan CPCA Finals run for 5 days in Lloydminster at Halstead Downs, August 14th to 18th. The dash for the 2024 Canadian title goes Sunday afternoon, August 18th. Plan now to be there then to witness the crowning of the 2024 Canadian Chuck Wagon champion. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to get you to remove your hat and bow your head as we go now with the Chuck Wagon prayer. Heavenly Father, here we are again today, risking our lives for very little pay. But it's the life we choose and the life we shall live. And Lord, we don't ask for anyone to give. But we just want to thank you for the many trouble-free miles we travel each year, up and down the highways and dusty old roads, knowing that you are near. Now, we ain't always been straight or taken a religious stand. But when we crawl upon the seat of that wagon and look back at this family, there's someone we truly believe in. And you're the man. And when we turn those barrels and she lifts up on two, I sometimes hear a little voice saying, "Don't worry, son, because I'm in here too." Now, in the past, you've taken a few drivers and a few outriders, even the odd child or two. But really, Lord, no one has ever really blamed you. So we don't ask that you take us to heaven or never run in stormy weather. But when it's all over and you gather us into your mighty kingdom come, would you please keep us all together? Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for a Saturday night of Chuck Wagon racing? Logan Gorse last night. Meadow Lake Chrysler had the day money of 117 and 51, followed by Danny Ringette and Dallas Dick to round out the top three. The number one gunner in the CPCA coming into the night tonight is that man who took home the day money last night. Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan's Logan Gorse. Get ready. It's going to be a lot of fun on a Saturday night. We're moments away from heat number one.
All right, you guys, there we go. We're live here at the CPCA in Onion Lake territory here, Treaty 6. Waiting for my guy here. He's enjoying the sights. I'm going to turn this around. Jessica. There we go. So, yeah, Nathan here, back from IOPS. I'm here in Onion Lake today, kind of different. I'm still live streaming. As many of you know, I do live stream with many events. But it's actually live streaming / training. I'm training Fraser Heathen, who you guys seen on my... If you're watching on my YouTube channel and you're wondering who that guy is, that's Fraser Heathen from Onion Lake here. And I'm in Onion Lake training them to live streaming events, setting them up with equipment and, you know, just all the stuff I've learned over the last 5, 6, 7 years of doing this. And yeah, so they don't have to go through all the crap I went through. And when I say crap, I mean buying equipment you don't need and this and that. So just waiting here. He's coming up here finally. I'm gonna give him a headset. He was scoping the grandstand, looking for a future wife. You're single though, right? Hey? He just laughed. Depends who's watching. You good there? There. Yeah. Throw that over there. All right, yeah, we're live here. I'm going to move this camera just a bit over there. There we go. So how you been enjoying it so far? Now that you're like 2 days in, and you actually did your own broadcasting kind of.
Yeah. No, it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
I think the more you do it, get the hours in,
Yeah.
the more comfortable you feel. And I think, like for real, like, I feel really lucky to have you as kind of a coach in all of this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what I was just telling everyone that I'm always live streaming events, but this time it's kind of I'm doing both. I'm live streaming at the same time, teaching you how this all works. So you guys did see a poster out there. This guy kind of reached out, and it's working out. Having a good time doing it. I actually might be going to do teach a mosquito who they're right across the road from me. Who actually, big shout out to Chief Tanya Stone, who is actually her birthday. So happy birthday, Chief! And she's the one who kind of got me out there during COVID, and so I gotta always give her a big shout out to help me get that extra push. But yeah, so we're here live at the CBCA. I don't know how many races there are right now. We can hear the music. Big thing, you guys, we always gotta, when they're playing music, we always gotta switch to us, because once that music hits on YouTube, Facebook, they just shut it off. So yeah, what are you looking forward to for the rest of the night here?
Just the big wagons here coming up, and just a little side note, but I was asking Brian the same question, what he thought about all this on the drive back to dropping him off. And
hold on, number one rule, you don't want to turn to the side. You're always facing your audience there. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Got to remember, they're watching you. It's not like we're just having a conversation. We got to entertain them here.
I'm at.
Entertain them like that. Make sure we're in the shot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, in my mind, that I'm still in that mindset. Even watching the camera there, even if the camera is over here,
Yeah.
I'll be watching that.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I used to do when I was talking to people. I'd start watching the screen and then realizing the camera's right here. Things you pick up over time. But
that's a good lesson.
yeah. So your first gig, it's not going to be his gig, because it's going to be his first learning experience alone. Because I'm going to be in Cody. We're going to be live streaming Cody Powwow, which actually is the same time as their powwow, July 19th, 20th, and 21st.
Yeah.
So he's going to be set up for that. We should have all the equipment in. So that's going to be our first big test. I know I'll be on the phone with you probably when I'm in Cody. Okay, do this,
all
do
the way
that.
through,
Yeah, but it'll be good. It's you need to just dive in, man. Like I said before, it's good that you're thrown into the fire, as they say, and you're learning this as we go. That's literally how I did. And I think in general, in a lot of things, it's the best way to learn is just get in there, learn it all, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So what's your most favorite thing about this, behind the scenes doing all this?
So I was actually thinking about, last night I kind of had a moment. I kind of told you about it. I was feeling.
We're told to go closer. Put on the comments.
The boss. Yeah.
Put on the comments there, producer.
Yeah. So anyway, I kind of had a moment, but anyway, to be honest, eventually, I think for me, like I think I'll have the studio kind of my main area, and then out here I think I'll try to get people trained up and situated.
Yeah.
I'll be involved out here for sure.
You're gonna be the guy.
Yeah. So, but other than that, though, like everything's cool. I really like the energy, and I really like what you say. Like, I was mentioning earlier with Brian, like me and Brian, like we're not professionals. I'm not a professional. I don't have training or whatever in this field.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about it. Like if we drop the ball here and there or whatever, we're just winging it, going with it, being creative on the fly, improvising. So
Yeah.
I like that part about it.
In today's age, I don't think really anybody's a professional anymore when you do this kind of stuff, because you got TikTok, you got stories, whatever. You got your cell phone, and a lot of people, when they go on TikTok, a lot of them do that, the acting and stuff, and all that stuff. So that's kind of like training yourself. You said you did a couple TikToks.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, except you're just live, and you're just, you're trying to entertain the audience, as you go, right?
I think in my mind, I'm old school, like I grew up when we only had 2 channels and stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
when you're watching like the news,
I'm only 21, so I don't know what you're talking about.
And how sophisticated it is. So in my mind, that's how I'm picturing all this. But when you're actually here on the front lines, it's like, no, there's a lot of flexibility, and it's cool,
Yeah. All right, you guys, CPCA is ready to rock and roll. We're going to head over to them right now.
Where you're going to see 2 wagons, and the only heat where you're going to see a non-point wagon, and that's the one from Ryan Baptiste. He'll be back with his point outfit a little bit later on. More on that in just a second. Off that number 3 barrel is Jason McCallum driving for Waring Farms, and on the 2 barrel is Ryan Baptiste, Sunchild Law, which is an indigenous law firm in Saskatoon and the Battlefords protecting indigenous people, lands, and communities. Ryan Baptiste, Sunchild Law on 2. That number 1 barrel will sit empty. Your outriders for Jason McCallum and Waring Farms, Wyatt Dick and Lane Baptiste. And your outriders for Ryan Baptiste, Sunchild Law, Quinn Langevin, and Ryan Martin. Now, when it comes to Ryan Baptiste, yes, a non-point wagon. He can go after the day money here today. And he can go after the show title, but it does not count. His non-point wagon does not count in the Pro Tour standings or for the Dash for Cash, which we're going to have tomorrow night, by the way. The 3 fastest drivers after 2 days, last night and tonight combined, will line up in the 8th and final heat for the Dash for Cash here at Onion Lake Heritage Park tomorrow night. You want to be here for it. Jason McCallum brings him into 3. Again, 2 wagons in this one. And Ryan Baptiste will be last to load on the number 2 barrel. We ask for your silence for concentration and communication on the track, and the horn for heat number 1. There goes the horn, and a beautiful Saturday night at Onion Lake Heritage Park. We're off and running, and Ryan Baptiste and Sunchild Law with the non-point wagon will get them southbound and out of town by about 2.5 lengths ahead of Jason McCallum and Waring Farms. The Outriders mount up. They look like they're in pretty good spot as well. Right in behind that Jason McCallum chuck wagon, Waring Farms, as his hat goes flying into that second corner, and Jason McCallum trying to catch that leader. He's now about to 4 behind Ryan Baptiste and Sunchild Law as he thunders down the Onion Lake backstretch. He is having a good run here tonight. He's been hot as of late, and he's got a good team hooked here tonight as he tries to run away with this one. Jason McCallum doing what he can to get his horsepower, working hard to try to catch the leader, the Waring Farms outfit, into the 3rd corner, but the leader is already into number 4 as he turns 4 and asks for a little more from his equine athletes as they turn down the home stretch drive. Onion Lake, your chance to make a little noise for the boys. Cheer them on to the Kevin Walters fencing finish line. It's going to be a wire-to-wire run for Ryan Baptiste. The Red Pheasant Rebel, Sunchild Law, wins this one by about 3 lengths ahead of Jason McCallum and Waring Farms, and that is your first heat. Now, when it comes to your running times from this heat, they're going to come up after heat number 2. Running times from heat 2 after heat 3. Once we're done the 8th heat, we're going to get your running times from 7, 8, top 5 of the night, top 5 of a 2-day aggregate, and the top 3 after 2 days. And that top of the aggregate will race in the Dash for Cash. I want to remind you, the 2023 show champion 1 year ago, Danny Ringette. The Dash for Cash winner last year was Dallas Dick. In fact, back-to-back Dash for Cash wins for the Green Machine, trying for a three-peat here, and he does sit in one of those top 3 positions to have a chance at the money again tomorrow night. We'll see what happens when Dallas comes to the track later on tonight in heat number 7. Day money last night went to Logan Gorst at a 117.51. The track track record was set here by Chris Molly back in 2015, 1:15 and 53. The fastest this track has ever been lapped, 1:15.53. All right, speaking of numbers, let's get you 50-50 winning number. Now, if you're here watching all the action this afternoon, this is from this afternoon. As we give away the money from this afternoon, we are selling another 50-50 ticket for you tonight to make another draw. And when you do buy a 50-50 ticket, you're supporting the Onion Lake Youth. All right, fundraising to attend the World Youth Hand Game Championship Tournament. First week of August as they make a road trip for the tournament. So you're supporting a great cause, supporting the youth of the Onion Lake Cree Nation. So from this afternoon, the winning 50-50 ticket number for $370. It's a yellow ticket. 315-8797. 315-8797, a yellow ticket. Congratulations, $370. And if you happen to have that lucky ticket, you can meet the Onion Lake Youth over at the ambulance right near the CPCA souvenir trailer. They got the cash waiting for you. Again, that's a yellow ticket. 315-8797. That wraps up the afternoon 50-50, and they'll be selling again to support the same cause. Good luck on your 50-50 ticket purchase tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we call this man the Red Pheasant Rebel out of Red Pheasant, Saskatchewan. You're looking at Ryan Baptiste with Sunchild Law. There's a third-generation chuck wagon driver to participate at the Calgary Stampede. After we're done here in Onion Lake, Ryan will be headed to Calgary to be a Chuck Wagon 101 demo driver at the Rangeland Derby. Behind him, from Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, Jason McCallum and Waring Farms. He had a top 10 run right here last night. He was 9th on the night. He also had a nice top 10 run at the Wainwright Stampede last weekend as well. He's finding his stride, Jason McCallum is, as we approach the midway point of the season. Should let you know, after we're done here tomorrow night, some of our drivers go to the Calgary Stampede Rangeland Derby, including Ryan Baptiste as a Demo 101 driver. Dallas Dick and Danny Ringette will also be competing at the Rangeland Derby. A lot of the other drivers will be just down the road for 9 days of chuck wagon racing at the North American Chuck Wagon Championship, Halstead Downs in Lloydminster. You can find the schedule at cpcaracing.com or look for the North American Chuck Wagon Championship on Facebook. We'll see you down there for an exciting 9 days and a lot of big money on the line for our wagon drivers, a lot at stake. Hey, the CPCA presented by the Gold Circle Network, which includes the 12th Avenue Pharmacy in North Battleford, would like to thank some more corporate sponsors for their support on the 2024 Pro Tour, like Read and Write Advertising, Assure, Sika, Hoof and Nail, Lamley's Western Wear.
All right, we're going to cut him off for a little bit there. Ryan Baptiste, my fellow band member there, running and getting in first. I'm actually not really sure how it works. I think they're all timed events, eh? Yeah. You guys heard the announcer. Ryan can't win this event. He can only go for the day money. And he's actually heading to Calgary Stampede as a demo driver. He's going to be joining his brother Todd Baptiste, who's been in the Calgary Stampede a few times in their uncle Edgar Baptiste actually winning the Calgary Stampede in the 90s. Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
With the Wild Pony Race. That'll be followed by the Wild Horse Race. At noon, the Rubber Tire
this is for tomorrow. A lot of events going on tomorrow, eh? And you guys can still come down here. We are live here in Onion Lake. It's $15 to get in, and there's lots going on here all day. Especially tomorrow seems pretty jam-packed, eh? I think it starts at like 9, 10 o'clock. And yeah, when we got here today, there was youth there riding little ponies and sheep and little Shetlands and stuff, so that was good to see. But yeah, we just wanted to pop in, make sure you guys are all having a good time watching the live, and we're going to give away something at the end here. middle of the show? Give away some tickets?
How could we do that with follows?
You would just have to say, well, you would just go onto the page and see who's following.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you said there's only one follower, eh?
Something like that.
Yeah. But
I know there's people following.
what's that?
I know there's people following, like I've been getting notifications, but I wasn't able to check it if it was for my personal page or for the 7th Generation page.
Yeah. Oh, it'll all show up.
Yeah.
We'll just take who's running here. Running a little late here.
CPCA Outriders for heat number 2. Outriding for Glen Mayette, Tawa Cabin.
We're going to head back here.
In LaRouche and Buddy Gran. Outriding for Dwayne Antoine's outfit, Garin Farms, Tyler McKenzie, and Ryan Martin. And your Outriders for Ori Wood, Ensign Wells Servicing, Wyatt Dick, and Jaron Danilchuk. Jaron would like to thank Weaver Group Limited out of Grand Prairie, Alberta, his outriding sponsor here on the 2024 Pro Tour, helping Jaron down the road as a CPCA outrider. Takes an army to put on a sport like this, including a lot of great sponsors for the Outriders, for the Tarps, and on the Pro Tour, and as well locally here in Onion Lake. Last loaded on 1 is Ori Wood. Silence for the horn, heat 2. Here we go. The horn sounds, and heat number 2 is off. And a quick start on 2 by Garin Farms. That's Dallas Dick driving for Dwayne Antoine as he gets out of town. A barrel crunched on the top for Ensign Wells Servicing. That belongs to Ori Wood. The rest of the barrels are standing. The Outriders are in hot pursuit of their wagons, and it looks like Garin Farms jumps out to the lead in hot pursuit of the finish line, but coming up to the inside. Look at that lead team of Ori Wood sneak in there now. Ensign Wells Servicing, nothing but track ahead of them on the backstretch run. And now the Garin Farms outfit slipping back just a little bit. The lead is by a length for that Garin Farms outfit. That's Dallas Dick for Dwayne Antoine, and Ori Wood's got the rail tucked to the inside. Tawa Cabins and the Rush Lake rocket to the outside, trying to catch the 2 speedy customers in front of him, but he's dropping back with every stride. The 2 on the front end are dueling it out for the lead, and it looks like Ori Wood's taking over the lead now along the rail with Ensign Wells Servicing as they turn and head for home towards the Kevin Walters fencing finish line. See what kind of energy and what kind of speed Garin Farms has left in the tank, and Ori Wood's going to hold him off by a horse length just ahead of Garin Farms. Tawa Cabins and Glen Mayette, the Rush Lake Rocket, rolls across the line third in heat number 2. Well, they tried coming at him, but just not enough speed to get the lead and the win today. All right, here we are with your running times from heat number 1. Again, 2 wagons in this heat. Second place, Jason McCallum, Waring Farms, with a 1:21 and 57, plus 2 for an outrider missing a barrel. Time for Jason McCallum, 1:23 and 57, 1:23.57. And the winner of heat number 1, Ryan Baptiste. Sunchild Law with a 1:18 and 83. Penalty free for Ryan Baptiste, 1:18.83. Your CPCA running times from heat number 1. With those times in, we're going to keep an eye on the Sure Shot Wireline fast time of the night tonight. And with times from just 1 heat in the books, we know the leader, Ryan Baptiste, the pace setter, Sunchild Law with a 1:18 and 83, 1:18.83. Again, when we give you those running times, I want you to keep in mind, in the back of your mind, the day money last night was a 1:17 and 51. That belonged to Logan Gorst and Meadow Lake Chrysler. We're going to see Logan Gorst back out here in the 8th and final heat. We saved the top 3 in the standings coming into the Onion Lake Heritage Park weekend. The sports days here celebrating 127 years. We saved the 3 fastest in the Pro Tour for the last heat. That's how it's going to go. So that quick time from Ryan Baptiste might disappear, but it might not as well. We've seen many day money runs come from early on in the evening as well. All depends on what kind of speed is hooked tonight from these great chuck wagon drivers as we bring them back around from heat number 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you now. We call him the Rush Lake Rocket. He calls Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan home. This is Glenn Mayette driving for Tawa Cabins. He had a top 15 run right here last night. Glenn Mayette was 12th on the night last night. Behind him, this is Dallas Dick driving for Dwayne Antoine and Garin Farms. That outfit in front of you, that Garin Farms wagon, had 2 top 20 runs in Cold Lake a couple of weeks ago and was top 15 on track last night. And from Saddle Lake, Alberta, one of the young guns in the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association, give it up for Ori Wood, Ensign Well Servicing, top 10. And a top 5 run of the Wainwright Stampede last weekend. A nice weekend for Ori Wood in Wainwright. So we send heat number 2 back to the barn. We bring out heat number 3. This will include Darwin Casocchio, Leslie Memnook, and Roland Baptiste. Don't forget to grab that 50-50 ticket. We've already given away 1 pot from the afternoon, and we're going to support the Onion Lake youth by purchasing that 50-50 ticket, and who knows, you might find the lucky one. All right, let's have a quick look right now at the Meridian Source Outrider standings coming into a Saturday night at Onion Lake Heritage Park. In 10th spot right now is Darwin Ward. 9th is Kuna Jackson. Sitting 8th is Buddy Gran. 7th, Tegan LaRouche. 6th is Jaron Danilchuk. Top 5 in the Outrider pen looks like this. Number 5, Tyler McKenzie, 1,316.5 points. 4th is Ryan Martin, 1,467.5. 3rd is Quinn Langevin, 1,525.5. 2nd is Logan Pethick, last year's High Point Outrider, 1,694.5. And the number 1 outrider in the Canadian Pro Chuck Wagon Association right now is Wyatt Dick. 1,800.5 points to lead the Meridian Source Outrider standings. So that's how we set up in the Outrider pen. How about the wagons? This is what it looks like. The wagon standings brought to you by L&A Chartered Professional Accountants. Sitting 10th right now is Amber LaRue. 9th in the Pro Tour, Ryan Baptiste. 8th is Calvin Fiddler. 7th, Chris Flanagan. 6th is Colby Stanley. You got to be in the top 4 after Sunday, August 17th to dash for the Canadian title. Right on the outside looking in the number 5 hole, that's Dallas Dick with 394 points. Sitting in one of those all-important top 4 positions is Robbie Ethier, 412 points. He's 4th. 3rd is the defending Canadian champion, Danny Ringette, 437 points. DJ King is 2nd with 442 points. And the number 1 driver right now is Logan Gorst, already 2 show titles in the 2024 season under his belt. And a day money last night on night 1 here at Onion Lake Heritage Park. Logan Gorst leads the L&A Chartered Professional Accountant driver standings with 486 points. Heat number 3 off the 3 barrel. You're looking at Darwin Casocchio with the Poundmaker Cree Nation. Welcome to Treaty 6 territory when you visit Poundmaker. He's from Poundmaker, driving the hometown tarp up here in Onion Lake on the 3. The number 2 barrel coming in for the practice turn into the infield right now is Leslie Memnook, MNK Brothers Construction and Renos. Give them a call for all your construction and reno needs. 780-289-2966. Leslie Memnook, MNK Brothers Construction and Renos on 2. And the 1 barrel, Roland Baptiste, driving for the Red Pheasant Cree Nation, Gas Bar and Confectionery on the number 1 barrel. Those are your drivers. As you see, look at the great equine teams pulling those wagons. Your outriders, outriding for Darwin Casocchio and the Poundmaker Cree Nation, Jaron Danilchuk and Wyatt Dick. Wyatt would like to thank Grit Athletic Performance, his outriding sponsor on tour this summer. Outriding for Leslie Memnook, MNK Brothers Construction and Renos, that's Darwin Ward and Logan Pethick. Your outriders for Roland Baptiste, Red Pheasant Gas Bar and Confectionery, Ryan Martin and Quinn Langevin. Setting up heat number 3, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get this one, and then we're going to take a short hero timeout, but sit tight. This is going to be a good one. Darwin Casilkio into 3, Leslie Memnook on 2, last to load on 1, Roland Baptiste. Silence for the horn, heat number 3. The horn sounds, the stoves get loaded, and off we go as we cast our fate to the figure 8. Turn and burn, the Outriders mount up, follow their wagons through, and looks like we're going to get southbound in good shape. The barrels are standing, Outriders are moving out, and the rail runner is Roland Baptiste, Red Pheasant, Cree Nation, Gaspar, and Confectionery. He's along the rail, running 2 wide. Right there with them is the Pound Maker, Cree Nation tarp of Darwin Casilkio, and back by a length, that's Leslie Memnook, and the MNK Brothers Construction and Renault's outfit as he keeps the leaders within reach, doesn't want to let them get too far. And on the home stretch, the plan for Leslie Memnook, maybe find a lane and let him run as he pulls him out to the outside, getting around to that Pound Maker Cree Nation outfit. Leslie decides he's going to go 3 wide to the far outside, but the rail runner into that third corner is Roland Baptiste, Red Pheasant, Cree Nation, and Gaspar. He's got the rail, but he's in second spot by a horse length. Running 2 wide in the lead is the Pound Maker Cree Nation of Darwin Casilkio as he throws the lines at him and lets him run for home to the Kevin Walters fencing finish line. Leslie Memnook on the outside's not going to have enough. Neither will Roland Baptiste. Darwin Casilkio is going to win it. Roland Baptiste rolls in second, and a close third, Leslie Memnook, MNK Brothers Construction, in a well-driven heat number 3. Here are your CPCA running times now from heat number 2. Third place, Ori Wood with Ensign Wells Servicing, a 1:19 and 22, plus 5 for the wagon knocking a barrel. Time for Ori Wood, 1:24 and 22, 1:24.22. Second, Glenn Mayette, Tawa Cabins, 1:21 and 42. Penalty free for Glenn Mayette, 1:21.42. The winner of heat number 2, Dwayne Antoine's outfit, guided by Dallas Dick, Garin Farms, with a 1:19 and 48. Penalty free for the Garin Farms wagon, 1:19.48. Your CPCA running times from heat number 2. So we keep an eye on the Sure Shot Wireline fast time. We go back to heat number 1. Ryan Baptiste owns top spot right now. Sunchild Law, 1:18 and 83, 1:18.83. The CPCA presented by the Gold Circle Network, which includes General Plumbing and Heating in North Battleford, would like to thank some more corporate sponsors for their support on the 2024 Pro Tour, like Sabre Communications, Soar Oilfield Services, Northern Factory Workwear, Jensen Silver, iExpressions, Ritchie Brothers, and Paradise Hill Ranch and Western Wear. For a full list of sponsors, go to cpcaracing.com. These companies are committed to sustaining the sport of chuck wagon racing and the Western heritage we love so much. Thanks to our great sponsors on the CPCA Pro Tour. As we bring the wagons back around from heat number 3. By the way, following the hero timeout, we're going to have Kelly Morin, George Machatis, and Jonathan Blatz lining up in heat number 4. But right now, the wagons return from heat number 3. You can send them back to the barns. The equine athletes can feel your energy and put your hands together for this team right here, the Pound Maker Cree Nation. That's Darwin Casilkio, flying the hometown tarp, second-year driver, up 1 spot in the Canadian standings from where he was last night. He's currently 18th. And Roland Baptiste is out of Red Pheasant, Saskatchewan. With the Red Pheasant Cree Nation, Gaspar, and Confectionery, Roland Baptiste, a former pony chuck wagon champion, and he comes in 16th in the Canadian standings. From Goodfish Lake, Alberta, give it up for the Goodfish Gopher, Leslie Memnook, MNK Brothers Construction, and Renault's top 10 run in Cold Lake a couple of weekends ago. And he's now 17th in the CPCA, number 17 driver. All right, while we bring the heroes out, a reminder to grab one of those 50-50 tickets. Support the Onion Lake youth, and who knows, maybe head home from the wagon track with a wallet full of money just for helping out the youth here tonight. Good luck on your 50-50 ticket purchase. The CPCA souvenir trailer is also open. We're loaded up with brand new race gear for the 2024 race season. We have some hoodies over there. There's hats, there's zip-ups, there's T-shirts, there's quarter-zip windbreakers, stadium seats, tumblers, and a whole lot more. We're going to take about a 10-minute break, reset the playing fields, bring out the Harrow. We'll be back in about 10 with heat number 4 of night number 2 with the Canadian Professional Chuckwagon Association. Okay, sounds like I'm told. Get those 50-50 tickets handy from this afternoon. Sounds like we're going to do a redraw. The money was not claimed. So I'm told we're redrawn. So $370. I just do what I'm told. That's all I do. I'm told to redraw, so I'm redrawn. For $370, it's now a blue ticket. Again, this is from this afternoon. Blue ticket 432-7747. 432-7747. Lots of lucky sevens there. If you have that winning blue ticket, meet one of the members of the Onion Lake Youth over at the ambulance by the CPCA souvenir trailer, and good luck to you. We'll be back with more Chuckwagon racing right after this Harrow timeout. We'll be back with you.
The Harrow timeout. Yeah, you can just put the camera on the crowd. They don't need to look at us. They don't need to look at us right now. We're just entertaining them with our... Just, he puts it on anyway. I'm trying to relax over here. Go ahead, put that on the camera.
Relaxing.
Hurry up! I didn't put on my makeup. Hurry up. So we are going to do a little thing, contest right now. We're going to put an update on that page, the 7th generation. We're going to put a status update on that page, and then people got to comment under there.
Wait, we'll use my phone.
Oh yeah, you can put it on there. So he's going to put a status update on your page.
Yeah, this is the page. Tell them, share, follow, comment, something, I don't know.
We need to hit 100 followers to start going live in what? In 55 days. So, here, you just finished it. So tell them, just put it, so comment. Yeah. So then you got to tell them to comment, like the post, and then share it. And then hit that follow button. They got to hit that follow button. Yeah, you guys, I don't know if you tuned in and you haven't heard us say, but Facebook updated their new law, a new policy or something on June 10th. Yeah, and we just created this thing, I think 6 days ago we created the page. So we just missed it. Anyway, the new policy is you need to have the page for 60 days. And you have to have 100 followers plus to be able to go live stream. So that is what we're doing right now. Or sorry, Fraser is doing right now. And once that is posted, we need you to go like it, share it, and follow the page. Hit the follow button. Because once that 100 plus mark is hit, then, you know, it's just got to wait down for the days to count. So let's see, made it, I think, about June 25th, so August 25th around there. What's the date today? The 29th. So about the 25th of August, you'll be able to go live on that page. So, and that's going to be the new Onion Lake 7th generation thing. Yeah. 4. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Hashtag F. Hashtag F. Yeah. Then you can do it on the StreamYard there, I think. All right.
Here, she'll check.
Candace, the social media. Candace,
Could you check that?
double check it. So yeah, you're gonna win some prizes. It's all about the prizes here in the first couple months of building up that page and building, I guess more eyes for that podcast. I'm looking so forward to that, man. I already got to be in part of the inaugural 2. The first 2 podcasts. Hashtag F. Yeah.
You good?
Looks good. About to hit it. There. Posted. Posted. There you guys go. You should share that actually on your page or in your own Facebook. No, because you're going to share that now and there. So you have to get out of here. Yeah, you gotta go to your own Facebook. There you go. And now you go up to that search and then go to 7th generation or whatever it is. It should just come up. And then you just share it on your own page.
Alright.
So regardless, you guys go to that page right now.
Could I enter in this draw?
So he just
followed my
yeah, you gotta follow it. Hit that follow button.
Sure.
Yeah. Follow that.
Okay, I'm in this draw too.
I think it's this. Turn off that. Yeah, we're on a 10-minute break here as they harrow the grounds here. I think they do that after every 3 races. As we're checking out the crowd. Let's go to the crowd here. Let's make the big screen there, Candace. And see who we're looking at here as everyone's enjoying.
Pete Chief, you know Pete?
No.
No, right here.
Oh, on the top right there?
Yeah.
Who's Pete Chief?
He's from here. He's he's a legend in the hockey world when he was younger.
Oh, is he?
He moved to Saskatoon. He joined the Saskatchewan Public School Division, something like that, and he became I think principal and an administrator. Climbed his way up. He's been away for the past, I don't even know, 20 years, I'll say, maybe more.
Yeah.
But yeah, his family's from here. His roots are from here. His daughter is Jacqueline Chief. She played with Red Pheasant. They're bringing that Freddie.
Oh, yeah. I think I know. I think I know who that Jacqueline is.
Yeah, and
Which some of your kids are there, eh?
there's my.
Just kidding.
Yeah. No, so he was.
Which one's yours, Fraser?
Which one looks like you? That's my auntie right there in the back.
Oh, okay.
She's babysitting.
Your kids? Just kidding.
Who else we got?
Onion Lake actually has, I don't know if those are the Hutterites, but you guys have a good relationship with the Hutterites here. They actually built this track, eh? Yeah. The Hutterites are awesome people.
Yeah, we have a good relationship with them. They have a guy that went to like engineering school or something.
Mike?
Yeah.
They're all Mike. Mike.
Yeah, so he designed the track, built it,
Yeah.
and a few other projects too.
Man, you go to a Hutterite colony, they just do everything. Like, literally. Especially this one here in Fort Pitt. They have everything. Like, everything you can think of, they do it over there. It's pretty wild.
Man, I drove by there maybe this past fall or something.
Yeah?
Couple different times, maybe like a month apart.
Yeah.
And they're erecting a new building, and they built their own beams, like, I don't know, 2 by 10 or 12, one beside each other.
Yeah,
Maybe like a big 10 or 12 in one beam. And that building, I don't know how high it goes, but it's one of their like shops.
Really?
Yeah, so like in 1 month, man, they had that thing standing, and they had that plastic siding stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they're deadly, man.
Yeah, they're pretty efficient in anything they do. That's why a lot of people go to them to get their like clothing made, to
There's
get
my
their vehicle
cars
fixed.
right there. Yeah, man. Shout out to Trevor. He's on the screen. Who else?
Who can we see?
Did you see Liberty? She's in there.
Oh, we're gonna go back to the track here.
His turn on that number 3 barrel. That is Kelly Morin. Wolfpack Welding. They're out of Morin Lake, Saskatchewan. The Wolfpack along for the ride with Kelly Morin on the number 3 barrel. Wolfpack Welding. 2 barrel is George Machatis, Lloydminster Hyundai. From the Santa Fe to the luxurious Palisade, Lloydminster Hyundai stocks the most popular models to fit every driving style. For more on the Hyundai advantages and incentives, check out LloydminsterHyundai.com with George Machatis on the number 2 barrel. 1 barrel is Jonathan Blatz, Blatz Roofing and Reno. Give them a call for your roofing and reno needs. You see the number on the side of the wagon tarp. Jonathan Blatz lines up on the 1 barrel. Your Outriders, outriding for Kelly Morin, Wolfpack Welding, Jaron Danilchuk and Logan Pethick. Logan would like to thank Sound Dogs out of Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, his outriding sponsor here on the 2024 Pro Tour. Your Outriders for George Machatis, Lloydminster Hyundai, Tyler McKenzie, and Wyatt Dick. Outriding for Jonathan Blatz, Blatz Roofing and Reno. Tegan LaRouche and Coonan Jackson. That sets up heat number 4, thanks to the help on the Métis Nation of Saskatchewan Turnback Barrier. In case you wonder what the barrier is all about, in case there happens to be a loose outriding horse, it's their job at the Turnback Barrier to stop the horse from running the wrong way around the track. So thanks to all the volunteer support over there on the Turnback Barrier, a presentation of the Métis Nation of Saskatchewan. Kelly the Kid into 3, George Machatis on 2, and Jonathan Blatz loads him on 1. Silence for the horn. The horn sound, stoves get tossed in, and off we go as we turn and burn and cast our fate to the figure 8. And it looks like George Machatis is dancing around that bottom barrel in fine form with Lloydminster Hyundai. He's got Kelly the Kid Morin to the outside, and right to his left elbow, the big lead team of Jonathan Blatz along the rail with Blatz Roofing and Reno. We got a wall of chuck wagons around quarter number 2, Onion Lake Heritage Park, celebrating 127 years. Look at that. We got 3 lead teams going stride for stride, nose for nose. Nobody's giving up an inch. The rail runner is Jonathan Blatz, Blatz Roofing and Reno. He's running 3rd just by a little bit. The leader is on the far outside, Kelly Morin with the Wolfpack. That's Wolfpack Welding. Kelly Morin on the far outside now. Look at Jonathan Blatz turn it up a little bit. We got Blatz off. Here we go. Blatz Roofing and Reno. Jonathan Blatz turning 4 as he takes off and takes control of the lead. George Machatis works from the middle with Lloydminster Hyundai down the home stretch drive. Jonathan Blatz going to try to hold off some tough customers down the home stretch to the Kevin Walters fencing finish line. Blatz Roofing and Reno, the Meadow Lake Saskatchewan Outlaws, going to win it by a length and a quarter ahead of George Machatis, Lloydminster Hyundai, and the Wolfpack. Wolfpack Welding, Kelly the Kid Morin in 3rd, heat number 4. All right, that was a good heat right there. We got some running times coming your way. All right, let's go back to heat number 3. The 3rd place wagon in Heat 3 will be Roland Baptiste, Red Pheasant, Gaspar, and Confectionery. Ran the track in a 1:22 and 35, picked up 1 for the wagon starting ahead of the horn, and 2 more for wagon interference on a wagon on the track. Time for Roland Baptiste, 1:25 and 35, 1:25.35. Second, Leslie Memnook, MNK Brothers Construction and Renos, 1:22 and 49 plus 2 for an outrider missing a barrel. Time for Leslie Memnick, 124 and 49. 124.49, and the winner of heat number 3, Darwin Casilkio with the Poundmaker Cree Nation. 121 and 60 plus 1 for failing to stop, and one more for the wagon ahead of the barrel. Time for Darwin Casilkio tonight will be 123 and 60. 123.60. Your CPCA running times from heat number 3. And still with the Sure Shot Wireline Fast Time, we're going to rewind to heat number 1. The non-point outfit of Ryan Baptiste leads the way. Sunchild Law, the time to beat tonight is a 1:18 and 83. 1:18.83. Coming up in heat number 5, that'll be Amber LaRue, Brad McMahon, and Calvin Fiddler. Now we're going to be into drivers in and around the top 10 of the CPCA Pro Tour standings. As we mentioned, you got to be top 4 at the end of Saturday, August 17th to dash for the Canadian title. That's what the drivers are working towards on a nightly basis, like this man making a return to the CPCA after many years over in the World Pro Tour. Kelly Morin at Morin Lake, Saskatchewan. Wolfpack Welding, 7th last night. He finished the Wainwright Stampede in 10th in the aggregate. George Machatis out of Cold Lake, Alberta. Lloydminster Hyundai, 2 top 10 runs in Cold Lake a couple of weeks ago. 15th in the CPCA. And the Meadow Lake Outlaw, Jonathan Blatz, Blatz Roofing and Renault had a top 10 last week at the Wainwright Stampede. In fact, Jonathan Blatz finished Wainwright 9th in the aggregate. A really nice showing for Jonathan Blatz as he finds another gear on the CPCA Pro Tour here in 2024. Again, don't forget to grab those 50-50 tickets. I'm guessing we're going to be drawing for it at the end of our 8th and final heat. So support the Onion Lake Youth as they look to attend a World Youth Hand Game Championship tournament first week in August. So supporting the youth and maybe supporting your bank account with a 50-50 ticket tonight if you find the lucky one. So grab one right now and good luck. Again, we're going to bring on Calvin Fiddler, Brad McMahon, and Amber LaRue. Reminder tomorrow, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're going to kick things off with the Wild Pony Race. And then at 11, the Wild Horse Race. And then at noon, Rubber Tire Racing. The ponies, the All-Pros and Lakeland Pro Tour, pony carts, pony wagons, they'll take to the track at 2 o'clock. Indian Relay at 4, followed by the CPCA at 6:30. And that includes the Dash for Cash and a karaoke contest right in front of the grandstand following the CPCA tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's have a look at the top 5 from last night. The Novlin leaderboard. Let's go to the top 10. All right. Again, you got to be in the top 3 after 2 nights combined to go in the Dash for Cash tomorrow. 10th is Amber LaRue. She was 10th last night. 9th is Robbie Ether. 9th was Jason McCallum. 8th was Robbie Ether. 7, Kelly Morin. Calvin Fiddler was 6th on the night last night. Brad McMahon ran 5th. Colby Stanley was 4th. Just on the outside looking in to be in that Dash for Cash. Colby's hoping for a big run here tonight. He'll be coming up in heat number 6. Top 3, though, after one night here at Onion Lake Heritage Park. Dallas Dick, Precision Contractors, ran third day money at 119 and 10. Danny Ringette, second, Superior Concrete Pumping, 118 and 28. The day money last night, Logan Gorst, Meadow Lake Chrysler, 117 and 51. And that's with a 1 second penalty. Gives you an idea how quick Logan Gorst burnt up the track last night. All right, heat number 5 works her way on. That 3-barrel belongs to Calvin Fiddler, top source for sports, specializing in equipment. Equipment for hockey, baseball, soccer, and lacrosse, plus shoes and team jerseys. Look for them on 44th Street in Lloydminster. Calvin Fiddler, top source for sports on 3. Two-barrel Brad McMahon Showtime Big Rig Repair, your one-stop shop for heavy-duty collision and custom paint, proudly serving Lloydminster and surrounding areas since 2020. Whether it's insurance claims or restorations, when it's clean, when it's custom, it's always Showtime with Brad McMahon on 2. One barrel is Amber LaRue, Waikuli Land and Cattle Company. Waikuli produces functional Red Angus and Simmental cattle with a purebred and commercial industry in mind. Whether you're in the market for quality replacement heifers or bulls, they've got you covered with Waikuli Land and Cattle Company covering the tarp for Amber LaRue tonight. Your Outriders, outriding for Calvin Fiddler, top source for sports, Tyler McKenzie and Tegan LaRouche. Outriding for Brad McMahon, Showtime Big Rig Repair, Logan Pethick and Jaron Danilchuk. And your Outriders for Amber LaRue, the Waikuli Land and Cattle Company, Quinn Langevin and Wyatt Dick. Wyatt Dick, the number 1 outrider, as we told you earlier, in the Meridian Swords Outrider standings. He's load and barrel on 1 for Amber. Silence for the horn. Here we go. The horn sounds. Heat number 5 is underway. Brad McMahon turns him sharp on 2, gets him straightened around. Showtime is off, but he's got Amber right there with him to the inside. Waikuli Land and Cattle dueling it out with Brad McMahon as the Thunder dances into that first corner. Amber along the rail pulls ahead by a horse length ahead of Brad McMahon. Battling outside to her, and here comes top source for sports. That is Calvin Fiddler trying to track down the front runners. He's about 2 lengths off the pace. Outriders are looking in good shape down the backstretch, and here comes Brad McMahon pulling it up to the outside as he takes over the lead by a nose ahead of the Waikuli outfit, Team Pink and Amber LaRue. Calvin Fiddler looking for some late speed from the backside. Top source for sports. He's in third right now. By the time the finish line rolls around, he wants to be on top, but right now the leader, the man in the front of the pack, that's Brad McMahon on the outside. It's Showtime Big Rig Repair, putting on a show on a Saturday night in the Onion Lake Cree Nation. Down the home stretch drive, Brad McMahon opens him up, and he's going to win this one to the Kevin Walters fencing finish line by about 1 3/4 lengths ahead of Amber LaRue. Got there just ahead of Calvin Fiddler in a well-driven heat number 5. Here we go with your running times from heat number 4. Third place, Kelly Morin, Wolfpack Welding, 1:23.15. Penalty free for Kelly Morin, 1:23.15. Second, George Machatis, Lloydminster Hyundai, 1:22.37. Penalty free for George Machatis, 1:22.37. The winner of heat number 4, Jonathan Blatz Roofing and Reno, with a 1:21.28, +1 for a late outrider. Still quick enough to win the heat. Jonathan Blatz will finish the night with a 1:22.28, 1:22.28. Your CPCA running times from heat number 4. So keep an eye on that Sure Shot Wireline fast time. We go back to the first heat on the track. That was Ryan Baptiste, Sunchild Law, with a 1:18.83 to lead the way. 1:18.83. Now, coming up in heat number 6, we're going to bring on Randall Stanley, Ryan Baptiste, and Colby Stanley. It's important you know that each one of these equine athletes you see on the Chuck Wagon track here tonight only takes one trip around the track, whether that's an outriding horse or a horse hooked to a Chuck Wagon. Some outriders ride all 8 heats, and if that's the case, they make a lap with an equine athlete, take it back to the barn, jump off. There's already a new mount saddled up and ready and waiting for him. Jumps on and rides back out here. And the same goes with Ryan Baptiste. He had 4 horses in heat number 1. He unhooked him from the wagon, turned him out for a cool down and a drink of water, and then he hooked the speed team, and he's going to be back here in heat number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for Calvin Fiddler out of Meadow Lake? He's a proud member of the Waterhen Lake First Nation, driving for Top Source for Sports. 6th quickest last night for Calvin, and 8th in the CPCA Pro Tour standings coming into the night tonight. And if you make enough noise, He can hear you now, putting on a show from Chauvin, Alberta, Showtime Big Rig Repair. This is Brad McMahon, a four-time CPCA show champion, returning to the CPCA after a couple years over in the World Pro Tour. Brad McMahon was fourth last weekend at the Wainwright Stampede in the aggregate and fifth last night. And Team Pink is Amber LaRue from Glassland, Saskatchewan, Waikuli Land and Cattle Company. Amber was 10th quickest last night. She is also the number 10 driver in the CPCA Pro Tour standings. There you have it, a well-driven, exciting heat number 5. We got a few more to go for you. We're going to bring on heat number 6 onto the wagon track, and then we're going to take our final Harrow timeout and then be back with 2 more heats for you. Again, if you haven't grabbed one of those 50-50 tickets, reminder to do so. Again, the afternoon draw, we handed out $370, and we got a good-looking crowd here tonight. Not only those in the grandstand, but sitting in vehicles along the home stretch. And if they're buying 50-50 tickets too, we're going to have a lot of money raised for the youth. And good luck in your 50-50 ticket purchase as we celebrate 127 years. Onion Lake Heritage Park, every child matters. And MMIP, Murdered and Missing Indigenous People. Hope you're enjoying the sports days so far. 2 days down, 2 more to go. Again, we got Indian Relay, Ponies, CPCA all going tomorrow. And then on July 1st, on Monday, we're going to start the day with a pancake breakfast bright and early at 8 o'clock, followed by a parade at 9. Then we're going to have a lot of fun for the kids. Foot races, and we have different age categories as well, all right? Yeah, we have, well, I shouldn't say just for the kids. It's for the kids and the kids at heart. There'll be the 5 to 7-year-olds racing against each other, all the way up to the 41 to 50-year-olds racing. So we're going to have a lot of fun with some foot races on Monday. Gymkhana events, cross-country race, flat race, Indian relay will be around on Monday as well, including the Chief Warrior race, the Lady Warrior, the Youth Relay. That's all Monday with Elite Indian Relay. All right, here we go. We got the Outriders making their way into the infield, doing their practice turn, going through what's going to go on in the race when the horn sounds, what they want to do to make the heat proper for their chuck wagon driver. If you haven't noticed yet, the white jackets go to the 1 barrel, red jackets to the 2, the black go to the 3, and the Outrider jackets match that of their chuck wagon drivers. And when they're racing around the track, you know which Outriders belong to which chuck wagon team. Heat number 6 off the 3 barrel. This is Randall Stanley, J-Rock Concrete, and Berta's Lashes. J-Rock, owned and operated here in Onion Lake. Call Jordan, 780-214-2751. Berta is a lash sales associate here in Onion Lake. Find Berta's Lashes on Facebook. Randall Stanley, J-Rock Concrete, and Berta's Lashes on 3. 2-barrel, Ryan Baptiste, Sunchild Law, an Indigenous law firm in Saskatoon and the Battlefords, protecting Indigenous people, lands, and communities. Ryan Baptiste, Sunchild Law on 2. 1 barrel is Colby Stanley. He's driving the hometown tarp. Of course, born and raised here, now makes home in Meadow Lake. Onion Lake Cree Nation on the wagon. Canada's only border Cree Nation with educational facilities, modern health center, and of course the wonderful indoor and outdoor sports facilities. To learn more about Onion Lake Cree Nation, go to onionlake.ca. Riding along with the orange and black, the Cobra, Colby Stanley on the number 1 barrel. Your Outriders for Randall Stanley, J-Rock Concrete, and Berta's Lashes, Tyler McKenzie and Logan Pethick. Outriding for Ryan Baptiste, Sunchild Law, Quinn Langevin, and Ryan Martin. And your Outriders for Colby Stanley, Onion Lake Cree Nation, Wyatt Dick, and Buddy Gran. Ryan Baptiste, again, new set of horses out here for heat number 6, trying to beat the pace he set from heat number 1. Randall Stanley into 3, Ryan Baptiste on 2, the Cobra last to load on 1. Silence for the horn. Here we go, heat number 6. The horn sounds, and heat number 6 is off and running. Colby Stanley already turning that top. That didn't take long. The orange and black means business, but he dropped that bottom barrel. Colby Stanley, what a barrel. Just cut it a little bit too tight for the Onion Lake Cree Nation. He does have the lead by a length and a half ahead of Sunchild Law. Ryan Baptiste, he's going to have to work too wide to his outside, forcing Randall Stanley to the wide side. J-Rock Concrete and Bertus Lashes as they exit that second corner. Northbound down the Onion Lake backstretch with the feather flying. The Cobra, Colby Stanley, driving that Onion Lake Cree Nation tarp, and opening it up a few notches as Ryan Baptiste tries to close that lead team now. Sunchild Law works along to the stove rack of Colby Stanley. Here comes that Baptiste horsepower to the outside as they turn 4 and head for home. Randall Stanley on the far outside. See what he's got left in the tank down the home stretch. J-Rock and Bertus Lashes towards the Kevin Walters fencing finish line. Colby Stanley dueling it out with Ryan Baptiste. Ryan's going to get there by a horse length. Just ahead of Colby Stanley, and Randall Stanley a close third with J-Rock and Bertus Lashes. There's heat number 6. All right. We are going to go to some running times now. Here are your running times from heat number 5. Third place, Calvin Fiddler, top source for sports. 121 and 10, plus 1 for the wagon, starting ahead of the horn, plus 5 for the wagon knocking a barrel. Time for Calvin Fiddler, 127 and 10, 127-10. Second, Amber LaRue, the Waikuli Land and Cattle Company, 120 and 93, penalty free for Amber LaRue, 120-93. And the winner of heat number 5, Brad McMahon, Showtime, Big Rig Repair, with a 119 and 40, penalty free for Brad McMahon, 119-40. Your CPCA running times from heat number 5. So keep an eye on that Sure Shot Wireline fast time. We go back to heat 1. Still owning the top spot, that's Ryan Baptiste with the non-point wagon. Sunchild Law, 118 and 83. Quickest to lap the track so far tonight, 1:18.83. And in this last heat, Ryan Baptiste is trying to outduel himself. See if he can own the number 1 and 2 spots on the night tonight. We will wait for those running times and get them to you coming up after heat number 7. As the wagons come back around, again, we're going to bring the Harrows back out one final time and come back to the track with 2 more heats following a 10-minute timeout. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, you can put your hands together for the man. I think he was racing some ponies this afternoon. Born and raised here on the Onion Lake Cree Nation. He calls Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan home. Colby Stanley with the Onion Lake Cree Nation, the Cobra. Third at the Wainwright Stampede aggregate. He was 4th quickest last night, the number 6 driver in the Canadian standings. Randall Stanley is out of Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, driving for Bertus Lashes and J-Rock Concrete. Randall Stanley finished 5th in the Cold Lake aggregate, and I'm told he might even be singing at the karaoke contest tomorrow night. He's a good singer. Not just a good chuck wagon driver, but a good singer. Watch out for Randall Stanley tomorrow night when he takes the mic. By the way, Colby Stanley, his wife Justine, and their 4 children were awarded the CPCA Family of the Year in 2023. And from Red Pheasant, Saskatchewan, this is Ryan Baptiste, the Red Pheasant Rebel, driving for Sunchild Law. He had a day money 1 week ago, last Saturday night in Wainwright. He finished the show aggregate at the Wainwright Stampede in 2nd. He is 9th in the Canadian standings. Ryan Baptiste. Well, Cowtown and Saskatoon is really 3 superstores in one. I want to thank my friends at Cowtown. They got me dressed up head to toe this weekend. Cowtown is your one-stop shop for boots, clothing, accessories, saddles, and tack. Cowtown is also your Wrangler flagship store. Stop in and visit the friendly staff next time you're in Saskatoon for all your Western needs, plus animal health and pet supplies. at the Chuck Wagon track, in town, out of town. It's got to be Cowtown. Find him at 3366 Fairlight Drive in Saskatoon. The CPCA, presented by the Gold Circle Network, which includes Minute, Muffler, and Brake in North Battleford, would like to thank some more corporate sponsors for their support on the 2024 Pro Tour, like Relay Distributing, Culligan Lloydminster, Lamley's Western Wear, Dawn Speed Parts, Snipe and Selly, and Northern Livestock Sales. For a full list of sponsors, go to cpcaracing.com. Again, with the Heroes out, chance to do some shopping at the CPCA souvenir trailer. Take home a souvenir from the track tonight. Bring out the Chuck Wagon fan in you with the CPCA logo on it. They got some great new hoodies there, some windbreakers, some hats. We have tumblers, some, let's see, what else do we got over there? Stadium seats. If you want to be a little bit more comfy, buy it tonight. You'll be sitting in the grandstand a lot tomorrow with all the action tomorrow. Grab one of those stadium seats tonight, and you will be set. CPCA souvenir trailer open to the north end of the grandstand. I want to thank my friends at Provincial Vodka for helping me and my family down the road once again this summer. They have a product which is smooth like no other vodka, and from the makers of Provincial Vodka, presenting Crush It Hard Iced Tea with all natural flavors to deliver a smooth summer taste like no other. Do what you love, drink what you love. It's available now at your favorite liquor store. For more, go online to crush-it.com. And I think our CPCA judges have some freebies from Provincial Vodka and Crush It Hard Iced Tea. So if you make some noise and they spot you, they might be throwing a T-shirt or a hat your way, courtesy of Provincial Vodka and Crush It Hard Iced Tea. If you see people start throwing some things, hey, give them a wave and grab one of those. Go home with something from the track tonight. We'll be back with heat number 7. That is Dallas Dick, Chris Flanagan, and Robbie Ether coming right up in just a few minutes.
Runs on dreams and gasoline, and that old highway holds the key. It's got a light down when it's sleeping, like it's taking a hell of a beating. A little bit of love is all that is needed, but it's good as it is tough. I got a like a truck.
If you wonder why I walk this way, why I talk this way, why I never trade my truck back in, why I cover up my barn with tin, why I get my coffee where I get my tractor parts, know what to do when the truck won't start, dog in the back, tip of a hat, no it ain't an act, I come from country people, yeah, no need to hate me, I'm a direct descendant of some dust bowl babies, little salt of the earth mixed with sunshine and diesel, yeah. Thank God I came from country people with boots in the dirt, with dots on a map, with dead and blue pay cash like your daddy taught. Why, a good time is a good girl on a slow drive in a moonshine beer in a can. I'm a simple man, I am the way I am. 'Cause I come from country people, yeah. No need to hate me, I'm a direct descendant of some dust bowl babies. Little salt of the earth mixed with sunshine and diesel, yeah. Thank God I came from country people. We're boots in the dirt, we're dots on a map, we're denim blue, tried and true, damn good country people. I come from country people, yeah. No need to hate me, I'm a direct descendant of some dust bowl babies. Little salt of the earth mixed with sunshine and diesel, yeah. Thank God I came from country people. With beer in the air, with chairs in the grass, staying for as long as the firewood lasts. Yeah, we're boots in the dirt, we're dots on a map, we're denim blue, tried and true, damn good country people. Thank God for country people. Thank God for country people.
Ain't ashamed of where I'm from or where I've been. Well, I'm still my daddy's angel, but my halo's kinda bent. Been washed in the mud of the Mississippi, southern pride dropped into grease, kinda hippie lipstick on a cigarette, bone bag whiskey. What you see is what you get. If I look a little drunk, it's 'cause I drank some. If my neck's a little red, it's 'cause I am one. If I swear I'm gonna go, the Bible says so on my shelf. But if I smell
All right, Onion Lake, I hope you're ready. We got two more good ones for you here before we wrap up a Saturday night at Heritage Park. Get ready to go. Here's heat number 7 off that 3-barrel. Dallas Dick Precision Contractors, providing precision earthwork construction throughout Alberta and Saskatchewan. Precision prides itself in being a leader in the oil field lease construction industry. Now hiring, find out more at precisioncontractors.com. With Dallas Dick Precision Contractors on 3. 2-barrel Chris Flanagan, PVAC Corporation, your vegetation management specialists, serving Alberta and Saskatchewan with mulching and clearing, tree services and slashing for homes, agriculture, construction, oil and pipeline, and more. Working with nature to make nature work. No job is too big or too small. Call for a free estimate, 780-826-0086. Or visit them online at pvachcorp.com with Chris Flanagan on 2. The 1-barrel is Robbie Ethier, PWM Steel out of Lloydminster. They provide steel products and services used primarily for oil field construction and maintenance. Robbie Ethier, PWM Steel on the 1-barrel. Your Outriders for Dallas Dick, Precision Contractors Limited, Logan Pethick and Wyatt Dick. Outriding for Chris Flanagan, PVAC Corporation, Tegan LaRouche and Blake Hayes. And your Outriders for Robbie Ethier, PWM Steel, Tyler McKenzie, and Kuna Jackson. And that sets up heat number 7, or second last heat, the Green Machine into 3. Chris Flanagan and PVAC, that Green Lightning Bolt on the side of the wagon into 2, and the leader of the E-Team, Robbie Ethier, on 1. Silence for the horn as we pull him up to a stop in heat number 7. The horn sounds, and it is a quick start. This is going to be a good heat, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on tight. Here we go. And southbound, Robbie Ethier's got a top barrel down on one. That's going to be costly for PWM Steel. Cut it just a bit too tight, but he's got the lead by a half a length ahead of Dallas Dick on his, ahead of Chris Flanagan on his outside. PVAG Corporation, Dallas Dick on the wide side, running third with the Precision Contractors outfit. Dallas Dick has the choice. Do you run 3 wide on the outside, or do you tuck and follow along the rail, follow that PWM Steel Robbie Ethier outfit? He decided to go to the rail position. That's the shortest way around this Onion Lake track, but now he's got all the speed with nowhere to go. Robbie Ethier to the front of him, to Robbie's outside, Chris Flanagan, PVAG Corporation, and looks like Dallas found the rail position. He got to the inside of Robbie Ethier. He found a hole, and he took it. Precision Contractors means business. Robbie Ethier, Dallas Dick, Chris Flanagan, 3 wide around 4 down the home stretch drive. The Green Machine takes over with every stride, with Robbie Ethier right there with him, trying to find that extra gallop to get there. Not going to get there for Robbie. Dallas wins it by a horse length. PWM Steel, Robbie in a close third in heat number 7. Here are your CPCA running times from heat number 6. Third place goes to Colby Stanley, the Onion Lake Cree Nation, 120 and 29 plus 1 for the wagon, starting ahead of the horn. 5 more for the wagon knocking a barrel, and 1 more for a late outrider. 7 seconds added on to the running time for the Cobra. Colby Stanley will finish with a 127.29 tonight, 127.29. Second, Randall Stanley, J-Rock Concrete and Berta's Lashes, 120 and 65. Penalty free for Randall Stanley, 120.65. And the winner of heat number 6, Ryan Baptiste, Sunchild Law, with a 120.02. Penalty free for Ryan Baptiste, 120.02. Your CPCA running times from heat number 6. Still with a Sure Shot Wireline fast time. Unofficially, we go all the way back to the non-point wagon of Ryan Baptiste in heat number 1. Sunchild Law, the time to beat is 118.83. 118.83. Now, Dallas Dick was one of those guys in the top 3. I mentioned earlier off the top of the night, you want to be in the top 3 in the aggregate after 2 nights to dash for the cash tomorrow in heat number 8. Dallas is a 2-time winner of the Dash for Cash. He's trying to make it a 3-peat. He is in one of those top 3 spots after night 1, coming in 3rd. Needed a big run. It looks like he got it from the team out in front of him. Ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you now from Dewberry, Alberta. We call him the Green Machine. I think you can see why. How about it for Dallas Dick, Precision Contractors? Again, 2-time winner of the Dash for Cash here the last 2 years. After we're done here tomorrow night, Dallas will be driving down to Calgary to race at the Calgary Stampede Rangeland Derby for the 7th time. He was 3rd quickest on the night last night. From Bonnyvale, Alberta, this is Chris Flanagan, PVAG Corporation. He won the North Battleford Show Championship last summer and the Dash for Cash that weekend as well. Chris comes in 7th in the CPCA Pro Tour standings. And from Grandora, Saskatchewan, the leader of the E-Team is the Grandora Godfather, Robbie Ethier, PWM Steel. He finished the Wainwright Stampede last weekend, 6th in the aggregate. Robbie Ethier is in the number 4 spot in the CPCA Pro Tour standings. You want to be in the top 4 if you want to dash for the Canadian title, and Robbie Ethier is in one of those very important top 4 spots. And then there was one, friends. We got one more left for you. We saved the 3 fastest wagons in the CPCA Gold Circle Network Pro Tour for our 8th and final heat. Danny Ringette, Logan Gorst, and Calvin Fiddler will be driving for DJ King and the Kings Racing Team. DJ King is driving down in the Ponoka Stampede this weekend. He's got his outfit, the Kings Racing Team, racing here in Onion Lake. After this weekend, DJ King will be racing at the North American Chuck Wagon Championship beginning Thursday night, I believe. Is it Thursday we start? Yeah, Thursday night. All right. We got 9 days of racing in Lloydminster. All right, we start July 4th. Thank you, Dana. July 4th, Thursday night. We race for 4 straight days. Then we give the equine athletes a 2-day break. And then we're back on track for the remaining 5. North American Chuck Wagon Championship. Following the NACC, DJ King, I understand, will be back on tour, the CPCA, for the second half of the Pro Tour. Danny Ringette is in this 8th and final heat as well. He is a man that is the defending Canadian champion. So get ready. If you're betting with your neighbor, your pick is as good as mine. Good luck to you. Again, with one more heat to go, I do want to remind you of the wonderful Sports Days events happening here tomorrow at Onion Lake Heritage Park. It all begins tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock with the Wild Pony Race, followed by the Wild Horse Race. Then the Rubber Tire Race, 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon is when the ponies take over the track. Pony chariots and chuck wagons from the All-Pro and Lakeland Pro Tour. Elite Indian Relay on track tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Lots of action trackside. And then CPCA. 8 more heats tomorrow night at 6:30, including the 8th and final heat, the Dash for Cash, and then a karaoke contest right in front of the grandstand with male category, female category, duet category, prizes for first, second, and third place in each of the categories. So come ready to sing after the races tomorrow night. As the Outriders make their way in for this 8th heat, we're going to welcome the wagons in, and the man that's going to lead the parade will be driving off that number 3 barrel. You're looking at Danny Ringette coming into the infield right now with Superior Concrete Pumping, providing concrete pumping throughout northern Alberta and Saskatchewan since 1979. Located in Cold Lake, they also do mudjacking, form work, and have a placing and finishing division. Plus have carpenters on staff to provide complete site preparation services. Danny Ringette, Superior Concrete Pumping on 3. 2-barrel Logan Gorst, Meadow Lake Chrysler. Whether you're looking for a new or used Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Wagoneer, car, truck, or SUV, you'll find it at Meadow Lake Chrysler. Check out their inventory at meadowlakechrysler.com. Along for the ride with Logan Gorst on the 2-barrel. The 1-barrel is Calvin Fiddler driving for DJ King and the Kings Racing Team. For all the Kings friends and all the Kings horses, including High Octane Welding, Big Pun, Putra Welding, Kingdom Golf and Coffee Bar, Marmac Mechanical Limited, Carl and Bernie Kennedy, among many others, all supporting the Kings Racing Team with all the Kings friends and all the Kings horses. Your Outriders for Danny Ringette, Superior Concrete Pumping, Tyler McKenzie, and Tegan LaRouche. Outriding for Logan Gorst, Meadow Lake Chrysler, that's Logan Pethick and Wyatt Dick. And your Outriders for the Kings Racing Team, all the Kings friends and all the Kings horses, Quinn Langevin and Ryan Martin. That's how they're going to set up for this 8th and final heat. Danny Ringette into 3. Logan Gorst, the day money run last night, has the 2-barrel, and the Kings Racing Team on 1. Silence for the horn as we pull them up to a stop for heat number 8. The horn sounds, and the 8th and final heat of the night is a quick start in the infield as we turn and burn and head southbound out of town. The Kings Racing Team. Calvin Fiddler driving for DJ King gets the rail. Logan Gorst is right there with him on his outside, Meadow Lake Chrysler. We got the barrels standing. The Outriders are out there. Danny Ringette tracks him down from 3rd place. Superior Concrete Pumping. Watch out for that Ringette outfit. He's got some superior speed from the defending Canadian champion as they turn 2 and head down the Onion Lake backstretch run. In control right now is the Hemi horsepower of Dodge and Meadow Lake Ram, Meadow Lake Chrysler. That's Logan Gorst leading by a horse length with the rail runner. That's the Kings Racing Team, all the Kings horses, all the Kings friends, and he needs all the Kings horsepower right now as he duels it out with a Day Money runner last night and Logan Gorst. Kings Racing Team on the rail in second. In the lead, 2 wide is Logan Gorst. Here comes Danny Ringette on the outside with the superior speed of Superior Concrete Pumping. Danny takes over second. He wants the lead from Logan Gorst. He's not going to get there. Logan's going to win this one with Meadow Lake Chrysler by a half a length ahead of Danny Ringette. And all the Kings friends and all the Kings horses. The Kings Racing Team rolls in third to the Kevin Walters fencing finish line, heat number 8. Here are your running times now from heat number 7. Third place, Robbie Ethier, PWM Steel, 1:19 and 56, plus 5 for the wagon knocking a barrel. Time for Robbie Ethier, 1:24 and 56, 1:24.56. Second, Chris Flanagan, PVAG Corporation, 1:20 and 32. Penalty free for Chris Flanagan, 1:20.32. The winner of heat number 7, Dallas Dick, Precision Contractors Limited, with a 1:19 and 27. Penalty free for Dallas Dick, 1:19.27. Your CPCA running times from heat number 7. And still unofficially holding that superior, Sure Shot wire line. Fast time of the night. We go back to heat number 1. Ryan Baptiste, Sunchild Law, set the pace in heat 1, and nobody's been able to beat it yet. Not all the times are in yet. 1:18.83 to lead the charge. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn your attention to the first corner. You've been a great wagon crowd, and our CPCA Outriders salute you for that. This is the Outriders salute. Thanks for being a great wagon crowd. This is Tegan LaRouche, Tyler McKenzie, Logan Pethick, Wyatt Dick, Ryan Martin, and Quinn Langevin, your CPCA Outriders. Nice job again tonight, fellas. Hit the showers. We'll see you again tomorrow night. So we welcome back the wagons. This is the Kings Racing Team. Driving for DJ King is Calvin Fiddler with all the Kings friends and all the Kings horses. That outfit in front of you right there won the Cold Lake Show title just a couple of weeks ago. And it comes into the night tonight, the number 2 in the CPCA Pro Tour standings. From Bonnyville, Alberta, Danny Ringette, Superior Concrete Pumping, the 2023 Canadian champion. Second quickest last night, third in the CPCA standings. From Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, Logan Gorst in Meadow Lake Chrysler. Day Money last night. That's his 5th Day Money this season. He's already won show championships this year in Poundmaker and at the Wainwright Stampede. Logan Gorst is a former Canadian champion, North American Chuck Wagon champion, and Calgary Stampede Rangeland Derby champion. Thanks again, guys, for putting on a show. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Again, as we wait for radio, New Country 95.9 Lloydminster to take a commercial timeout. All the times from the track go to radio in Lloydminster. So they're going to take about a 2-minute timeout commercial break, and then we're going to be back.
All right, you guys, there you go. Day number 2 here live in Onion Lake, First Nation and Treaty 6 territory, here with IOPS, along with 7th Generation Podcast here in Fraser, who's been joining us, who is diving in and learning the live streaming trade, as you say. So happy to be bringing this new form of communication to them. They've hired me before, but I think I'm more happy to be doing this, so they'll be able to live stream all their events with their own people and just doing their own thing. So thoughts on tonight?
No, it was good, and I really enjoyed the races. But I think more importantly, like getting into a groove with all of this stuff. I think this is my 4th time going live with you, and it's been good. And feeling a little more comfortable and enjoying it. And just excited to see where it goes, how it grows and what happens next. So
Right on. So you guys don't forget to check out their page. Is it OLCN?
yeah.
OLCN 7th Generation Podcast, right?
Yeah.
On Facebook. Go in there, comment, like, share. and follow that page. We need 100 plus followers by August 25th to start going live on that page. And then, it's going to take off from there. So we're going to shut it out here, you guys. We want to thank you again. Tune in tomorrow, day number 3 here in Onion Lake for the Chuck Wagons and also with Indian Relay, Ponies, and again, CPCA. With that, fireworks.